Aloha mai kako. I have a secret I'm going to divulge to all who are watching this video. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you about two of my favorite animals found in Hawaii's waters. These animals are not easy to find, and one of them is an endemic species found only in Hawaii. Do you think you know what they are? I bet not. But here's a hint. Both of them are in the phylum I'll discuss in this video. Just a quick reminder, there are 6 phyla of invertebrates in Hawaii I'm reviewing in my videos. Those 6 phyla are cnidarians, mollusks, arthropods, annelids, echinoderms, and poriferans. In this video, I'm going to discuss the phylum Mollusca. For links to my other videos, please check the links in the description below. So what are mollusks? Mollusks are slimy sliders. They are soft animals. Some can make a hard shell that they use as their house and for protection. They have a circulatory system and a nervous system. In Hawaiian culture, mollusks are very important. The mollusk shells are used for leis and jewelry, and some mollusks are used for music. And of course, the most famous musical instrument is the conch shell, used in sacred Hawaiian ceremonies. Mollusks have always been an important food source also for Hawaiians. And let me talk about one important Hawaiian food. Of great significance to Hawaiians is the opihi, a limpet, which early Hawaiians ate raw or boiled. The men typically fished on coral reefs and in offshore waters. The women and children collected a variety of mollusks in the intertidal and nearshore areas. So the gathering of opihi was primarily done by women. Gathering wild opihi from their wave-swept rocky habitats can be very dangerous. The Hawaiian proverb, he ia make ka opihi, translates to, the opihi is a fish of death, referring to the hazards faced by collectors. Unfortunately today, opihi have become relatively scarce due to overharvesting and habitat loss. Hopefully, sustainable management principles drawing from both traditional Hawaiian conservation and applying modern science can preserve opihi for future generations to enjoy. There are over 85,000 species of mollusks. So let's look a little deeper into the taxonomic rank of mollusks and look at the kinds of animals that occupy 3 of the mollusk classes. These classes include the most common mollusks found in Hawaii. And these 3 classes are, first, cephalopods, a class that contains the animals like squid and octopus. In the future, I will do a separate video on octopuses, and just FYI, the plural of octopus is octopuses, not octopi. Second, gastropods. Most gastropods carry their house on their backs. This class includes snails, limpets, the opihi, and cowries. But when I identify my favorite mollusks, you'll see that some gastropods have no shell at all. And third are the bivalves. These consist of mollusks with 2 shells held together by a muscle, and these include oysters, clams, and mussels. Now the moment I'm sure you've all been waiting for, I will tell you my 2 favorite mollusks. The first of my favorites is a bivalve, and is the Hawaiian swimming clam. It is one of the most unique and spectacular species found in Hawaii. It is endemic, found only in Hawaii, and it lives in tiny, hidden nests that they make themselves. When out of the water, this clam appears as an orange, gooey blob. But when it's submerged into the water, it expands and starts swimming in rhythmic, mesmerizing motions. How cool is that? And now my second favorite mollusk. We all love big animals, and many of us travel far and wide to find the bigger fish and mammals in our oceans. But hidden among the nooks and crannies of the reefs and rocks is a world of incredible diversity, teeming with tiny but magnificent critters that are every bit as fascinating as the ocean's larger animals. And perhaps none more spectacular than the nudibranchs. Nudibranchs are a large family of soft-bodied marine gastropods. They lack shells and are often just referred to as sea slugs. The name nudibranch is derived from ancient Latin and Greek words meaning naked gills. And this is an appropriate description as these critters carry their gills on their backs. Nudibranchs can be found in all the world's oceans, and their range extends from the shallowest of waters to depths of over 8,000 feet. They can range in size from less than an inch to almost 2 feet in length. But most noticeable about these critters is their dazzling colors. Often a nudibranch can be spotted amongst its otherwise drab surroundings as a brilliant flash of color. All nudibranchs are carnivorous. They're meat eaters. Some feed on sponges, while others consume anemones, jellyfish, and even the hydroid Portuguese man-of-war. And this is the secret to their toxicity. The sea slugs are able to store the cnidarian stinging nematocysts and use them in their own self-defense. Very few larger animals want to eat a nudibranch. I would encourage everyone to do some additional research about mollusks. It is a diverse phylum, and there is much to learn about the animals that are included in this phylum. As I've mentioned before, the book Hawaii's Sea Creatures is an excellent source of information when studying invertebrates. Mahalo mai ka ko, e kupa'a me ka aloha I ka aina.